From the studios of Kcsg Television, local news, weather, and traffic, it's your first view of the morning on Southern Utah Sunrise.
Good morning and welcome to Kcsg's Southern Utah Sunrise. I'm Ryan Hawkins. Thanks for joining me this morning. Final preparations are underway for the 9th annual First Night celebration. Kcsg's photojournalist Adam Brooks brings us a preview.
See? No monster.
Again, those festivities will begin at 7 p.m. on Monday. Kcsg will bring you live coverage from the event. St. George isn't the only place celebrating New Year's. In New York City, preparations are also underway. Waterford crystal triangles are the finishing touches on the famous crystal ball that drops at midnight. A double cut for each triangle will make this ball twice as bright as last year's. This year also marks the 100th anniversary of the first New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square. While the Christmas shopping is over, shopping for bargains is just starting. Kcsg photojournalist Manuel Rodriguez shows what this will mean after a slow season for retailers.
See? No monster.
Analysts say there is still hope for a new year for retailers. Consumers could spend up to $60 billion in just the next week. The winter storms sweeping over Utah have brought mountain snowpacks closer to their seasonal average and could possibly end harsh drought conditions around the state. Southern Utah's snowpack is 150% of normal for this time of the year. Northern Utah's snowpack has gone from 40% of normal to as much as 79% of normal in just a few weeks. Snow survey supervisors say if the snowfall keeps up, ranchers and farmers will have enough reservoir water to get them through the next summer. Utah scientists are hoping to find a common genetic link between suicide victims. The University of Utah has collected more than 700 blood samples from victims since 1996. All but 150 samples come from adults. Researchers hope the samples will help them understand suicide better. Utah has a high suicide rate, ranking in the top 10 for nearly 2 decades during the mid-90s. The Utah Department of Health called the problem an epidemic. San Francisco Zoo officials may have a better idea on how a tiger escaped its enclosure. It turns out the wall around it was much shorter than first reported. CNN's Dan Simon has details.
See? No monster.
After the San Francisco Zoo tigers attack, the Hawkins Zoo here in Utah is assuring the community that a similar attack could not happen. At Hawkins Zoo, there are always barriers between keepers and big cats. Even if a keeper were to help an animal escape, it wouldn't be able to hurt anyone. There aren't any doors that could actually lead the animal straight into the public. If an animal does escape its enclosure, kits with pepper spray and CO2 canisters are available to repel them. Still ahead, we'll visit the Holiday Bowl and the Hardwood, coming up next in sports.